What's up, Living North Phoenix? Welcome back to our podcast. This is Blair Ballin with Living North Phoenix, and you'll have to excuse my voice. This past weekend, I was in Vegas for NFL opening weekend, and I believe I might have been doing a little too much yelling, and still recovering. But anyway, let's get back to the show. So, Living North Phoenix obviously is a Facebook group I started years ago, turned into this amazing community that we have. Uh, Website, newsletter, different groups on Facebook, and now our awesome podcast. So thanks for being here. Before I get deeper into the podcast, I wanted to thank, and now we do have sponsors for our podcast. Our first sponsor, Copper State Moving Company, an absolutely awesome local moving company that also does out-of-state moves and storage and all this awesome stuff for this amazing moving company that is located here in Phoenix. So if you need to move, need to have something packed up, whether residential or commercial or store stuff, moving in-state, out-of-state, reach out to them. And they can be found on our website under our business directory, Copper State Moving. So please reach out to them. So Living North Phoenix has a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm super excited to announce it. If you've already seen it, awesome. If you're taking part in it, even better. This upcoming Monday, which will be the 16th, I believe, as part of our Seniors Living in North Phoenix group, we have a Medicare class that's being taught by Edward Givens Jr. of Health Markets. It is a free class being offered to seniors. Spots or seats are limited. So if you're interested in being there, please let me know, or go to the Seniors Living in North Phoenix group on Facebook and go to the event tab and indicate that you're going. It's pretty simple. And then in about maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, don't remember the exact date, but I believe, actually, I guess it's the 29th of September. We have our first chili with a cook-off. So what does that mean? Well, if you love to eat chili, if you love to cook chili, we're meeting up at my favorite brewery, Kitsune Brewing, over on 32nd Street in Bell, owned by the awesome Tyler Smith. So we're getting together to watch football, and specifically a Cardinals game. If you don't like the Cardinals, I guess you can find a different game. But more importantly is have everyone try your chili. It's going to be there. You can let everyone sample it. And if you love to eat chili, that's the place to go. So basically, we're going to eat chili, watch football, hang out. If you want to have beer, have a beer, have multiple beers. It's all going to be there. And it's going to be a super, super amazing time. And then also, we're working on a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't want to announce just yet. Want to make sure it actually happens and not disappoint anyone or everyone. But stay tuned for those incredible events. We do have someone in our Facebook group that is now our event and planning coordinator, who will be posting events as they happen, and keep monitoring the group for her posts about what is going on. She actually just had a baby this past weekend. So if she doesn't respond right away or doesn't post right away, that's why. So Tasha, if you're listening, thank you so much for what you're doing. We appreciate it. Congratulations on your baby. Hope you and the baby continue to remain healthy. So she's going to be posting events that are happening in the group, things that we're going to be doing as a group, and also events and things to do around the valley. Which, by the way, it's funny. A couple weeks ago, she posted some different events that were happening around the valley. And if the person that I'm referring to listened to this podcast, I'm sorry, not sorry. Was like, why are these being posted here? Are we all partaking in them? And there was like an event every day for the entire week or month or whatever. And it just cracks me up that people like have to have I don't know, get defensive about everything. Like, it was just just a post to share stuff that's going on in the valley. Like whatever the reason behind it like who cares? It's just there. Read it. If it pertains to you, cool. If it doesn't, keep scrolling. Like there doesn't have to be like, why is there a apple picking in Greer? Like who cares? If you don't want to go apple picking in Greer, don't go apple picking in Greer. Why it's being posted is so you can know if you want to go apple picking in Greer, go freaking apple picking in Greer. Anyway, Tasha, thank you so much for what you do. And as time goes on, everyone, what Tasha's putting together is incredible. It will strengthen our community. It will be there to help us as a community. It will provide more for us to do. And I do want to point something out. Tasha and I met, I don't remember the date, but maybe a month or so ago, maybe 6 weeks, at our first town hall meeting at Kitsune Brewing. And we didn't actually formally meet, I don't think. But we stayed in touch because there was a request for some stuff. That was the purpose of the town hall. And I think this is really important because she stepped up and she voiced her opinion. She wanted to see something happen. We connected, and then she was willing to do other stuff. That doesn't mean if you're listening that you have to, partake in arranging something or doing whatever. However, she did. And because of that, now there's all this stuff that's going to be helping the community. And I think that's really important because then it leads to the community being a stronger place. And remember, Living North Phoenix is about celebrating community and supporting local. So Tasha, thank you for stepping up, being a part of this, and strengthening our community. Outside of that, we are looking to get some more happy hours on the books, both for people to hang out, get to know each other, as well as business happy hours. As always, we have our business networking group lunches. So if you are a business owner looking to be a part of that, please do reach out or go to our website, and in the blog section, you can just search networking, and then the tab or the page should show up where you can find out when it takes place, how much the dues are, what it takes to be a guest, what categories are available, because it is industry exclusive. That is an awesome group of individuals that meet. It is a phenomenal group. Got to tell you, I've been anti-networking because I'm an introvert, maybe ambivert now, and starting it was tough, but I know I needed to do it, wanted to do it, and it's had different variations of the group over the 2 years we've had it or so. And it's an absolutely phenomenal group right now, and has been, I should say, also with phenomenal members. We are looking to grow it with the right people. It is not a BNI group. It might be set up with similar type stuff, but it is not a BNI group. And if you are part of BNI, basically, I would strongly suggest you reach out to me. Also, and if you aren't part of BNI but a business owner, this applies to you too, is we do have some incredible marketing options under the business tab on the Living North Phoenix website. We have marketing partners, which are basically advertising programs that I offer where we partner up. I believe I mentioned in the last podcast, where we partner up so I can help you with your business to hopefully accomplish the goals that you're looking to accomplish, whether it's branding, customers, visibility, whatever that looks like. Reach out with any questions about that. These podcasts aren't meant to be like a sales pitch. However, I think it's important to know that if you're a business owner or know a business owner, that there are options available that we have that could potentially help those businesses. So we've got the upcoming events, marketing partnerships, Tasha that I mentioned, I want to reiterate also, like I did on the last podcast, that it's super important. If you're listening to this podcast, awesome. If you're not, you're not going to know about it. But please, please engage, whether it's in the Facebook group, liking a post, a comment, making a post. If you get the newsletter, read it, reply, answer in the polls. If you don't get the newsletter, sign up for it. Go to the website. There's a pop-up that is there for an easy registration to the newsletter. Uh, Take part in that stuff. Come to an event. Talk to me about what you'd like to see. Um, Partake in Valley Palooza by attending, being a vendor, being a sponsor. Just be a more engaged part of the community. If you are already engaged, be more engaged. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing now, but take that step up, like Tasha, to be more engaged, to ask about something, to say, we want this, or I'm looking for this. The other day in the group, I made a post about how I reached out to a friend of mine who is also a client. I'm a realtor, and they've bought several homes through me. We became friends through the group. Ironically, one of his sons went to my daughter's, both of our kids went to the same school. And then he was looking to acquire a property, and he did. We've become friends. And I had asked him, and I don't know what stirred it on or whatever, but basically reached out to him and I was like, hey, I don't know his age, but I'm assuming I'm a little bit older than him or we're the same age. And I was like, hey, have you ever, been in a stage in your life where you're like, you know you're successful, and we all have our own definitions of success, but you don't feel like you are where you want to be. And maybe as entrepreneurs, we never really feel like where we are where we want to be, um, or we are where we should be, or whatever, because we're always trying to push for more. But like, how do you deal with that if that's ever happened to you? Because I'm not going to say it has. And he said, absolutely. I don't know. I don't remember if he said all the time, but I know he said he has felt like that before. And it was a really good discussion. And I asked the group about it. There were some fabulous recommendations, whether it's about books or different things to learn about. Maybe the imposter syndrome, I think, was one of the things that might be relevant. And it was just a good discussion. Remember, these groups, or at least our group, Living North Phoenix, isn't just about asking for a plumber. If it is a plumber, Rapid Rooter is the way to go. They're huge supporters of our group. But it's not just about those referrals. It's about discussions. If you need help, if you need support, where to go, what to do. Remember, the Seniors Living in North Phoenix Facebook group was started because I had heard from several seniors that they, as an example, we have our happy hours, or had our happy hours where it was for everyone. And the people who showed up were, let's just say I'm 50 years old. We're 50 years old and younger. So seniors weren't feeling comfortable showing up for whatever reason. And that's okay. That's their concern. So in hearing that, and I'm not just saying it was because of the happy hours, it then was like, okay, we have a need to fill. Let's fill it. Let's create a entity that allows these seniors a comfortable space to show up, to feel welcome, to feel a part of the community or a bigger part of the community. And they all love the main Facebook group, but they wanted another place. So we started the Seniors Living in North Phoenix group, and it's there. And now it's newer, but we've had a brunch, and individuals in the group are getting together and doing other stuff, and it's awesome. So those types of things are because there's people stepping up to say, we don't have this, or hey, I have this concern in my life, whatever that concern is. earlier this year, we started a women's going through divorce or have been divorced, a support group for that. So, so remember, the Facebook group in our community isn't just about referrals. We are here to support you. The larger scale support stuff might not be there instantaneously. I will always listen to ideas and do my best to create it or help support you in any way I can. But utilize our community to help you if you need help with whatever you're looking for. That's what we're here for, or one of the things we're here for. I don't know that I really have more that I wanted to talk about. As you know, my daughter's one of her favorite words is yapping. I love to yap. I have yapped here. Hopefully you have found value in it. I thank you for listening to our podcast. I'm going to remind you, one of our sponsors is Copper State Movers. Please reach out to them if you have any, again, needs for moving locally, out of state, packing, storing, residential, or commercial needs. They are awesome. Please reach out to them. They support our community. They support the community. They are awesome. Find them in our business directory. Find them on our website. Wherever you need to go, find them if that is something that you need a service for or you know someone that does. Please reach out to them. Again, I'm signing off here. Blair Ballin with Living North Phoenix. Thank you so much for listening. Remember to be a part of our community and to celebrate community and support local. We will see you in the website, newsletter, podcast, happy hour, chili with a cook-off, Medicare class, every single event that we have going on. Thanks for listening. Have an awesome day. Take care.